You know, when I was a student here at Kennedy High in Portland, Oregon, my favorite thing was driving the teachers crazy. Now that I'm a teacher, guess who's getting paid back in full? Every day I'd arrive at school with the great expectations of the minds I'd stimulate and the lives I'd change. And by the time I'd leave, I'd be happy to get home in one piece.
Yo, Mr. Fabrizio.
What's up, Fabrizio? What's hanging,
Yo. Straight from the little shit.
Are you cool? I'm cool. Let's go. Get the gun. Hey, you're not. I'm gonna try. You both try. I say we hit stuff. To the mall, man. To the mall. Man, just let go of your wheel. It's moving. Let go of yours. Just be for the line. Let go of your wheel. Let go of your wheel, fool.
Rita! This time I'm going to have to tell your parents.
Well, if you find them, tell them I said hi.
Come on.
What's the matter, kid? I get the creeps every time I come to this zoo.
Listen, one more week and I'm free. And you and I are going to have a great summer together, right?
Hi, Tom. Hey, I thought maybe you'd like to study with me for that history test.
You in that class?
Come on, I'm Donna. I sit right in front of you.
Oh, right. You're the one with that strange smell.
Oh, it's a new fragrance by Cher. You know that chick from the Beavis and Butthead video?
Surefire All-American. If only we can get him to graduate from high school. Big if. Yeah, I know. But my future's riding on it.
Let me guess. You have a fever, a stomachache, a headache, and the flu?
I think I caught one of those tropical diseases that are spreading all over the Pacific Northwest.
And I think it's because you have finals tomorrow. Morgan, I'll call your mother. And stop drooling on the floor.
Okay, we got this big final coming up, and you kids have got to be sharp. You got to be ready. So far, you're not. So let's review. Okay, Civil War, 1865. I'm thinking of the commander of the Confederate forces. Give me a name, please. Anybody? Okay. Looks like kind of a cross between Kenny Rogers and Willie Nelson. White hair, white beard. Following me? All right. Contemporary clue. He has a name that sounds like the actor who's a martial arts expert, and his son was in a movie called The Crow.
Yeah, Bruce Lee.
Robert E. Lee, close enough. And as Robert E. Lee, Commander-in-Chief of the Southern Forces, this to say, I may not have won the war, but at least I was not shot in the head for not clapping in the theater. And the man who got shot in the head for not clapping in the theater? President Garfield, Nixon, Lincoln. Very good, Mr. Foster. Thank you. Okay, third president of the United States. Anybody, give me the name. Guaranteed many of the individual rights that still exist under the Bill of Rights of the Constitution. He, anybody? Come on, come on, come on, come on. He wore a white wig. Contemporary clue, okay? Is the same name as the character played by Sherman Hounslow on a show currently in reruns. Anybody?
The Jefferson.
Absolutely right, Thomas Jefferson. And who says Wantagh from television? Okay, Valley Forge. With the Commander-in-Chief of Revolutionary Forces. It's a cold, cold, cold night. And this man's name is, he has wooden teeth. And he's addressing the troops. Hey, what a marvelous crowd you are. Strong, sinewy arms, powerful backs, muscular thighs and calves. Some Some of you men look good, too. Now, I'll tell you, it was so cold here that I saw a couple of lawyers wandering around with their hands in their own pockets. George Washington! Now remember, please study for the final. You will not graduate if you don't pass the final history exam, so please, study for the final. Miss Duffy?
Mr. Foster.
Hey, nice shoulders. You gotta try working another muscle group.
You look tired. Were you up all night watching Stand and Deliver again?
Well, better than sitting in an office marking tardy papers.
And how will your students do on their final tomorrow?
I have a good feeling. Everybody's gonna pass.
Really? And would this good feeling have anything to do with reality?
No, none whatsoever. But at least I'll have a full class at summer school this year.
Well, some of your students don't graduate soon. They're going to be eligible for Social Security.
Lighten up, Duffy. These kids have tough lives. At least they're trying.
Trying to stay one step ahead of the law.
Not true. I've taken a poll. Most of them want to be vice principals. You're their role model.
What have you got to do with this?
Well, let's see. I don't remember sending the type. I certainly didn't deliver it.
No, you just signed your name to it. Another letter to the editor, and this one's real cute. Time for new principals and a new principal at Kennedy High.
Yeah, that is cute, isn't it? Principals. Look, Dunbar, I'm just stating the obvious.
What's obvious is that you blame me because I insist that you follow my standard curriculum.
Your standard curriculum is substandard, and I blame you for not accepting the responsibility for teaching these kids more than is in their books. I gotta go. Unless, of course, you want to teach my class. Failure, failure, failure. It wasn't just my students' grades. It also applied to me. I had showed them slides, put on costumes, done puppet shows, but nothing I did made history come to life. After 10 years of teaching, I was still getting answers like, Columbus discovered Ohio. I had to get through to someone even if it was just myself. At other times, when I had faced a crisis, I remembered the example set by my great-great-grandfather. He was a pioneer who had blazed the Oregon Trail 150 years ago. He and men like him had conquered the seemingly impossible, risking everything to reach their goal. I had read his first-hand account of his 2,000-mile journey in his ancient journal, which had been passed on to me. Page after page gave testament to a man who never gave up. Then it hit me. I think we can show them how yesterday's events can help solve today's problems. These kids come from a world where most people just give up. I think it's our job to give them hope. Therefore, I propose a 2-week class on wheels on the Oregon Trail, simulating the hardships of the pioneers for those students who won't graduate because they failed history.
Mr. Foster, I've been a principal for 15 years. One thing I've learned is that if a child isn't motivated, all the romps through the woods won't change him or her one iota. Wouldn't you agree, Miss Duffy?
That's always been my experience.
Your experience? You just started in September.
Well, I don't see what that has to do with it, Mr. Foster. I have been in education for 8 years, and I did teach for several semesters.
At a Tony Girls Prep School teaching health and beauty, yeah.
It was health and personal grooming.
Yeah, whatever. Look, Miss Duffy, in the real world, and these kids are in the real world, we need to get them away from the distractions that are messing up their lives. And if we do that, I guarantee you that these kids, each and every one of them, will pass the finals with flying colors.
You know, Henry, I think Foster's plan has merit. Our funds are already allocated for the summer program, Carl.
Well, couldn't we get the money from somewhere else?
Well, how about from my recreation fund? I mean, I've always said a wasted mind is a wasted mind.
Well said. So, do we have a solution here?
Fine. All in favor?
Aye.
I couldn't